Hi, and welcome to Scaling Retail. This is Shama Maher. This week I'd like to chat with you about Abercrombie Fitch and their new strategy to expand on their business model. As we all know, Abercrombie Fitch has been around for an extremely long time, most notoriously known for some of their shocking advertorial campaigns with their catalog about 10, 15 years ago. And most recently, they're now expanding their product and vertical store line into bringing in outside brands, so introducing new brands into the marketplace in their stores, as well as starting to distribute on a wholesale model. So you might be starting to find Abercrombie & Fitch products at your local Nordstrom's, Macy's, Sears, and all of those other larger retailer brands. A third form of expansion that they're going to be working on is really a diffusion line that's going to be sold at their retail outlets. Now, of course, as we all know, retail outlet stores are really the best place to go to find closeout and sale merchandise. But did you know that the majority of products in many of these favorite retail outlet stores are in fact made specifically for outlets? Now, as savvy retailers and brand developers, obviously we know that this is something that happens very often, right? When you take a look at the distribution of products, sometimes you'll find that some of the best items are perhaps marked on items from the store, but of course you're going to find made for outlet products. So it's interesting. Abercrombie is moving into a three-tiered expansion program, not only to bring in new products, to wholesale their products, but also to create a diffusion line. Now, as a small business, what are some of the things that you can learn from this expansion program? Well, most interestingly, I'd have to say, is this diffusion line. As a small business and as a brand looking to take your product into the marketplace, perhaps you want to take a look and see what has your current feedback been for your product line. Are you pricing yourself too high? Are you attracting the right demographic? What would it look like if perhaps you carried a diffusion line? Something a little bit more inexpensive, something that would cater to a larger, more wider audience. So these are the types of things that you may want to start to take a look at. If you've been in business for a few years, obviously you know where your strong suits are and your opportunities to scale. However, if you're an emerging brand, of course, you want to stay true to your brand identity until you can actually have some more information to know whether or not you should in fact create this diffusion line. Now, the best way to do a diffusion line, if you are going to move into that manner, is obviously to take a look and see your best-selling styles and items and start to look at manufacturing on a much larger scale. Do you have the opportunity to work with production and manufacturing to scale up in such a way where you can still make great profits on a cheaper, lower-end diffusion line? There's a lot of controversy when Sony and some of the larger high-end luxury brands did things for Target. That's a different type of co-branding and diffusion, right? This is actually them creating a product line specifically for Target, right, or specifically for H&M. What we're saying is, as a brand, are there opportunities for us to create lower price pointed items and start to distribute them as even a diffusion or a second tier brand of our own? All right, hopefully that was helpful. I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a fantastic week.